Okay, guys, let's get started. So in this session, I will take you through the historical background and information about the training and sites and site servers in SCCM. So, so we are going to discuss about. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kashif. I am from Mumbai, India. I have around 13 years of practical IT experience. I have trained more than 30,000 students globally. I am a BSc IT graduate. I am working as architect, wherein I have to design and implement technologies for organizations. Apart from my day-to-day activity, I am involved in training, wherein I have taken various sessions on various technologies, uh, and I've trained more than 30,000 students globally. Now, in today's session, I'm going to give you an overview about this product called SCCM, Microsoft System Center Configuration Manager. So this product started in the year 1993 as SMS 1.0. Okay, in 1994, sorry, 1994. This product started as SMS 1.0. Then in the year 1999, Microsoft released SMS 2.0. Then in the year 2003, they have released SMS 2003. Then in the year 2007, they changed the name from SCCM, sorry, from SMS to SCCM. So from 2007 onwards, this is no more SMS, it is SCCM. So SMS was the old name, System Management Server. Then in the year 2007, they changed the name to SCCM, System Center Configuration Manager. Then they released SCCM 2012. Okay, in the year 2012. Then they started releasing SCCM 3 times a year. So in the year 2015, sorry, 2015, they released SCCM 2015, and the name of that product was 1511. Then in the year 2016, they released SCCM 1602, SCCM 1606, and SCCM 1610. These three versions they released. Similarly, in the year 2017, they released three versions. That is SCCM 1702, SCCM 1706, and SCCM 1710. SCCM 1802, 1806, 1810. Now in the year 2019, they have released three versions again, SCCM 1902, SCCM 1906, and MECM. From here, they changed the name to MECM 1910 in the month of October 2010. Okay, so from here, it is no more SCCM, it is MECM. from October 2010, 2019, sorry. Then in the year 2020, they have released MECM 2002, 2006, and 2010, right? Then in the year 2021, they have released MECM 20, sorry, 2102, 2102, 2106, 2110. 2022 MECM 2202, 206, and 2210. Now last year, 2023, they have released MECM 2303 and MECM 2309. So this is the version which is latest and greatest version. Latest and greatest of SCCM. Clear? This was the historical background of SCCM. I hope you guys are clear with this.
Yeah, it's a long history, but yeah.
It's a long history. Yeah.
Huh.
Started in 1994
For
and now we are in 2024.
for yeah,
So if you calculate the number of years,
30 years. 30, yeah.
30 years, this product is there in the market. Okay. Now, so SCCM is basically being utilized in almost all big size and medium sized companies. Wherever you go, you will find SCCM. Almost all big size and medium sized companies have SCCM. Point number two, SCCM has good vacancies. Not as good as Intune because Intune has better vacancy than this one, but it also has good vacancy, good salary, around 50 US dollar per hour. Okay. No coding languages, no programming languages. You don't need to learn all these coding and programming languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it is not as easy as Intune. Intune is easier than SCCM, but you can learn this technology. Resources are available. So resource availability. Wherever you are stuck, suppose you would like to do something and you are stuck somewhere, you can Google it out and you will get the resources. Okay. Resources are available for you to check. Okay. Good future, not as good as SCCM, sorry, not as good as Intune, but it also has good future because Microsoft is now planning to utilize this only for servers. So what is their plan? Their SCCM is what? SCCM is a device management solution. So it does what? It manages devices, manage enterprise devices. Okay. So suppose you have SCCM, you can manage devices from various locations. Suppose there are 10,000 devices Mumbai, okay, 20,000 devices London, uh, 3,000 devices in Paris, and 5,000 devices in New York, for example. So through SCCM you can manage devices. What all devices you can manage? You can manage Windows 10, Windows 11, Server 2000, Server 2016, Server 2019, and Server 2022. You can manage servers 2016, 19, 2022. Okay, clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Now SCCM has 3 site servers. So sites in SCCM. So basically SCCM has 3 site servers. Okay. First, central administration site server, then primary site server, then secondary site server. Central administration site. Then we have primary site, and then we have secondary site. Okay. Now, central administration site is an optional site server. Optional. This one is mandatory site server. And this is also an optional site server. Okay. Central administration site server is, it needs database. It also needs database. It also needs database. Central administration site comes into the picture um, eh, only on a certain condition when you have more than one primary site. That's the reason it is an optional site server. Primary, it has to be there. How many devices a central can handle? 825,000 devices. A primary can handle 175,000 devices, and secondary can handle 15,000 devices. Okay. All these site server can be installed on Windows Server 2016 or greater. Okay, so central, primary, and secondary, they all will be installed on Windows Server 2016 or greater. So how do we install it? You will have a Windows Server, like this is Windows Server, and on top of it, you will install, for example, CAS, secondary side. Similarly, you will have Windows Server, so you can install primary site server. Similarly, you will have Windows Server, and you can install secondary site server. Okay. Now see the architecture of these site server. Architecture. Architecture for big organization. Okay. Big organization. So you will have a CAS on the top, and then you will have primary site server, minimum 2 primary site server. So you will have primary site server. Let's say primary 1, then primary 2, and then primary 3. And then you will have secondary site server. So this kind of architecture you will have for big organization. You will have CAS on the top, then we will have primary, and then we will have secondary. Now, how many devices you can manage in this one? Total 825,000 devices maximum. That's the maximum limit, upper limit. Okay. Total 875,000 devices. 825,000 devices. Now then you have architecture for medium organization. Medium organization. So how do we do that? We will have one primary and multiple secondary sites. You will have primary and you will have multiple secondary site. Medium organization will have total how many devices you can have? Maximum 175,000. Maximum device. Okay. 175,000 devices. That is for medium size organization. Now, small organization, you will have just one single primary site server. That's it. Only one primary. You will not have any secondary site. You will not have any cache. You just have one single primary site. Okay. How many devices you can have maximum? 175,000 maximum. Are you guys clear with this concept? Everyone?
Yes, Kasim.
Yeah.
Any question? Anyone? So we have seen the historical background of SCCM. Historical background of SCCM. So it started from 1994. Okay.
Mhm.
And the latest and greatest version is 2309. That's the latest and greatest version, 2309, right? So it's there in the market for the last 30 years. It is in all medium and big size organization. It has good vacancy, good salary, no programming languages. It has resources available, good future, manage enterprise devices. How do we manage? It manages Windows 10, 11 and Windows Server 2016, Server 2019 and 2022. Okay. We have 3 site servers in SCCM. Central administration site, which is optional site server. It needs database. It needs database. It can manage up to 825,000 devices. Primary is a mandatory. It manages data. It has to have database and maximum it can have 175,000 devices. Similarly, secondary is an optional site server. It has database and maximum 15,000 devices. Big size organization, this architecture. Central will be on the top, then we will have primary and secondary. Medium organization, you will have primary and then secondary. And a small organization, only one primary site server is there. Okay, all good.
Yeah.
Now, how do we do the lab setup? You will have to set up the lab, each one of you, how to do the lab setup. So you, in our training, we will have a lab setup like this. We will have a network connection, a network. And then we will have machines. We will have domain server, domain controller, and that will be connected to the same network. Then we will have MECM machine, SCCM server. Okay, and that will have primary site server. Primary site, right? And we will have a Windows 10 or Windows 11 machine. The primary site is going to be managing all these devices, and all these devices will be on the same network connection where primary site is connecting. Okay.
So
Now,
because of
uh,
we'll have a small group, like individual machine or maybe couple of
yeah,
machine. So
yeah,
that's why we will not need any secondary site. That's right. That's only for the primary site.
yes, yes, only primary site is needed. Second, I will also show you how to create secondary site later on. As we go along in the training, we will create one secondary site and we will join it to the same network later on. But
Okay.
but initially we will have only three machine: domain, primary site, and Windows 10 machine. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how you guys are going to do your excuse me. How you guys are going to do your lab setup? Huh?
What are the options? Like
Option is there are two options. You can do lab setup, either you do it on local machine, local laptop, or you can do it on Azure Cloud Data Center. So you can for local setup, you need to have minimum 4 GB, no sorry, 12 GB RAM. Quad core processor, and minimum 150 GB hard disk space. Okay, minimum requirement. For Azure, you just need a laptop or a desktop, so a computer with internet connection. You don't have to have a specific configuration required for Azure. Any question? All good? Do you have this setup, guys?
yeah, I think I'll go with the Azure.
What about Salome?
I'll go with Azure.
For Azure, you need credit card to create account. So to create Azure account, you need credit card. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So I will share the document and give you the link so that you can go through those information about, so that will give you some more information about these site servers, what we have discussed so far. And I will give you the link to create your account. So you guys are going with Azure, so you need to create your Azure account. I will send you the link how to create your account on WhatsApp group. I will create a WhatsApp group today, add you guys into that one and do that. Okay, clear?
You know,
Okay.
I have access through my work. Can I use that one or no?
You can use, but you cannot share the screen with me.
I see.
Is it possible?
No, that's a block. Yeah, can share it. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you run into any issues, I will not be able to help you then, because you will not be able to share your screen. So it will be convenient if you have your local setup rather than a
Yeah. No,
company
that's fine.
setup.
I'll set up on my, I have other laptop. I'll use that one then. It's fine.
Okay. And use Windows computer. You have
Yeah.
Windows computer?
I do.
Okay. Anybody using MacBook?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna create a WhatsApp group today and we'll send you the video and links which you have to go through. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
so we'll meet tomorrow then. Okay. Any
Thank you.
question before we wrap it up? Gaurav, I'll call you. Okay.
Sure, sure.
And so tomorrow at the same time, 10:30.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye now.